Hey everybody, today we are going to talk about NFTs and the biggest story of the past week regarding a CC0 license, what it is, and why it's important in the Web3 space. First, we're going to go over the macroeconomic environment relating to cryptocurrencies and NFTs. And today, the biggest news that came out is related to US inflation numbers. It came out that there has been a slowdown of the inflation from 9.1% in June to now 8.5% for July. So basically, that number reflects the percentage jump over the past 12 months. So as you can see here, consumer prices jumped 8.5% in July compared with a year earlier, and this is down from 9.1% year over year increase in June. So we are still seeing a high number of inflation. Prices are still very high right now for most consumers, but it is starting to slow down. And this is exactly what the Fed, meaning the Federal Reserve of the United States, was looking for as they were raising interest rates. And we go into that a little bit more in one of our previous videos, so please go back to check that out. But just wanted to give a general overview of what's happening. We see that the stock market is replying with a boost today. So far, the stock prices in general from the NASDAQ to the S&P are going up in price today. And we'll check out the NFT space. Currently, as you can see, over the past 24 hours, Bitcoin has gone up over 3.6% and Ethereum over 8%. Bitcoin is currently trading at around $24,000 at 23.9. It was over 24,000 for a bit earlier today, and Ethereum is now over 1,800. So we'll see how long this jump lasts for off of this news. But as you can see, Bitcoin and Ethereum is still holding fairly steady in their general ranges, with Bitcoin between 20 and 24,000 and Ethereum between 1,400 and 1,700, generally speaking, over the last several weeks. So today we're going to also go through the NFT market really quickly, just over the last 24 hours. CryptoPunks at the top, pretty much the same players as we can see in the top 10 over the past 24 hours. Rare Pepe Yacht Club, that's something that's a new addition. So Rare still at the top in terms of high number of transactions. As you can see, over 15,000 transactions over the past 24 hours. Moody's is a new addition over the last 24 hours. It is a fine art profile picture project by a couple of artists. And Moonbirds, which we will talk about, is the subject of our video today. We'll talk about in a moment, is in the top 10, considered a top tier NFT project since it was released several months ago. Clone X also in the top 10, and Webaverse Genesis Pass is a new addition to the NFT space, and it's related. It's basically a metaverse play. So now we're going to go to Kevin Rose, the CEO of Moonbirds, and his announcement last week moving Moonbirds NFT collection from non-CC0 to a CC0 project. So we're going to go into what CC0 means, but as you can see here, he discusses that Web3, which is still in the very, very early stages, is a chance to reboot and re-examine everything back to first principles, a chance to say that others don't have to fail for us to win, a chance to be more inclusive and open to all. CC0 is what they call a Creative Commons license. So similarly, CC0 empowers anyone with the ability to creatively remix work for commercial purposes. It is a promise by the creator of a work that the work itself can become a credibly neutral platform without restraint or fear of restriction or creative limitations. So he says, to that end, his team has decided to set Moonbirds and Oddities, which is a derivative of Moonbirds, free and embrace the CC0 movement that allows any and all modifications to what we've built. And he makes a quick analogy here to Ethereum, which is a smart contract platform that is open source that anyone can build on top of. So you see that there are a ton of Ethereum projects, including the whole realm of NFTs, that are built on top of that protocol. So let's go into what CC0 actually means. So CC0, and this is a great article kind of breaking down the basics of what a CC0 license is. And CC0 is a form of copyright that enables the creator to allow their NFTs to be owned by others. CC0 means that anyone can use the NFT for commercial purposes in numerous ways without the need to give attribution to the original artist, team, or creator. So it's basically an open source license. It doesn't take away ownership of a particular NFT. You still have ownership, and you can see the provenance through the blockchain, depending on the particular blockchain that the NFT has been minted on. So that still remains in place, but it just gives people the opportunity to make creative works based on the original artwork of the NFT, at least for Moonbirds. Now, not all NFT projects are like this. There are a few other NFT projects that have allowed CC0 licensing. A lot of people were up in arms with this announcement with Moonbirds because initially it was a non-CC0. So basically, whoever owned a NFT that was a Moonbird, they themselves had all rights to that particular Moonbird. But now someone can take, say, if I had a Moonbird, someone could take my Moonbird and remix it and do different things with it and have that creative license to be able to do so. But some people believe CCOs are great because it still adds value to the original NFT project. So as you can see from this diagram here, you have the original NFT project, and then you have derivative NFTs that can emanate from that project, as well as, merchandise that comes from that NFT, whether it be merchandising from clothing, it can be video games, it can be, books, etc. But it would still provide value to that original NFT. So copyright issues have been a source of frustration for everyone, and some would argue that is a big problem to solve. But with this kind of licensing, copyright issues can be solved. And the best part is that creators can grant people permission to use their work for a variety of purposes, and it can be used for both professional and personal uses. So MFR, which is an old school NFT that's been around for a while, gave CC0 licensing, and another popular NFT that also uh, allowed CC0 licensing was Gremlins, which are basically pixelated toads, as you can see here. So an example of a non-CC0 NFT is Bored Ape Yacht Club, the top NFT along with CryptoPunks, both of them being run and owned by Yuga Labs. They are non-CC0 NFTs. So basically that means that only the creators or owners can commercialize the project or develop partnerships with other entities. As I mentioned, these prominent examples are Bored Ape Yacht Club and CryptoPunks. So you'll see that some allow rightful use of these pieces while others do not allow it at all. So basically it gives the owner the permission to choose who they want to license their NFT to. They can choose to keep it to themselves or license it to others for a certain or finite period of time. One of the biggest differentiators between the two is commercialization, more specifically, the ability to commercialize. So CC0 NFTs can be commercialized by anyone. That means the general public, owners of single NFTs, and original creators. However, non-CC0 NFT projects or NFTs allow only the creators or owners to use them for commercial purposes. So just an example with Bored Ape Yacht Club, a young guy who has ties to building restaurants decided to open Bored and Hungry, and it is the first Bored Ape Yacht Club restaurant that opened, and they take cryptocurrency as a form of payment. And as you can see here, this is his Bored Ape, and so he's able to use that for packaging his hamburgers and fries at this Bored and Hungry restaurant. So he himself, with that particular Bored Ape, can use it for commercial purposes because he owns that Bored Ape. He can't use Bored Ape Yacht Club. Bored Ape Yacht Club is owned by Yuga Labs, and they have the rights over Bored Ape Yacht Club, the name, but he has commercial rights to his particular Bored Ape, and the same goes for CryptoPunks. So This is a ongoing and developing story. It was very interesting to hear some of the different takes because some people who did buy into Moonbirds were a little bit upset at the fact that now their licensing has changed and that it was done after the initial mint and sale of the NFT. And some people may have chosen not to buy the NFT if this was the type of licensing that it had in the first place. So we'll be following the story amongst many others in the crypto and NFT space. So please stick with us. We look forward to connecting with you and linking up with you as you hopefully join the network chain. In the meantime, please take care. Bye-bye.